and welcome to episode 2 of your wrestling wrap-up. It's your boy Tricky alongside Thomas, and joining the show, KT Naked Ladyy. Yay!
Yay!
So excited. So, Thomas and I were talking. If you listen to the last episode at the very end, we're like, maybe we'll be back in 2 weeks. We don't know. And then it just turned into a shitstorm of wrestling news this past week that we were like, we have to do episode 2 now.
Yep. Yeah, it was. We'll get into it as we get into the episode. But my goodness, what a week! When Steve Austin is number 2 on your list of news, it's been a crazy week.
It blows my mind that Stone Cold got pushed to like the second biggest thing of the week when he's the biggest wrestler ever.
Of all time. Yeah.
I'm speechless. But before we get into Cody Rhodes and Stone Cold, it's basically what our show is mostly going to be about today. We're going to do a little wrestling trivia with KT Naked Ladyy. Yay.
Yeah. Yay.
Corner
We're all so excited.
sucks.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped up. I'm not. So the way this game is going to work, Katie's going to ask us each question each. We each get 10 seconds to answer. If we can't answer within the 10 seconds, Katie's going to say open and the other person can steal the question. We're going to get 5 questions each. Katie, who are you going to ask first? We'll leave it up to you.
I don't know. You guys should do a ring toss or
A
coin
ring
toss
toss
or something. Yeah. Go sports teams.
I don't
Do
have
a coin flip.
Yeah, we don't have coins, Katie. We live in, this is 2022. Those don't exist anymore for us. It's debit card.
I have an NFT of a coin. Is that helpful? Can we flip that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
So, and by the way, I think we need to get these smelling salts sponsored. We need to get these to sponsor us.
I love that.
So we bought, side story real quick. We bought smelling salts 2 years ago, brought them to a bar. We just thought it was hilarious watching everybody do the smelling salts, right? Well, apparently now
they were little capsules that you do in the first aid kit when you
pop
pass
them open.
out.
Yeah.
So we bought a few of them because they actually work, and now you can't. They're illegal now in Missouri. So,
they're not. No, they're not. They're not illegal.
I thought that's what you said.
FDA. No, you were high last night. So the FDA,
Fair.
They're classified as a certain type of drug that is not approved by the FDA. So they have little antiseptic wipes now that I guess you wipe under people's noses, but that's not as fun as popping them.
Boo.
Yeah.
No.
What?
And now you have Ward smelling salts bottled insanity XL, and when it says XL, it fucking means it. Holy shit. That is so much stronger than the capsules. But anyway, that's the story we ran into today. It literally made my eyes water. I felt like my nose was bleeding. I was like, okay, I might not do this one again.
He was crying.
I don't like it.
Running through the walls and
Right?
yeah, that's great.
Not for me. I want the capsules back.
That's fair. That's
Well,
totally
just-
fair.
The FDA has to make some guidelines or something, but
Fuck the FDA.
Listen, I don't want to I don't want to talk terrible about Missouri. I really enjoyed my time in Missouri, but my goodness, I mean, can we just pick it up a little bit? Can we get on the same page as maybe some of the rest of the country and some of the things?
no.
Legalize sports gambling.
Wouldn't that be nice? Not have to go across the border.
It's so stupid. Yeah, drive 3 minutes across the border. It's it's legal now.
Jump into a body of water. Yeah, that's so
stupid.
That
Actually,
would
it's
be
probably
nice.
saving me money. But anyway, Katie.
Are you ready?
Yeah, Thomas, you want to kick it off? You want the first question?
I'll take it. Why not?
Okay,
There we
hold on.
go.
I had the first question. Hold on.
Oh my God, you're not
Stall.
ready.
Stall.
It only works
Now-
for the other one.
Okay, Thomas. What is Gold
Ready.
Dust's real name?
It is Dustin Runnels.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was Cody Rhodes. I was trying to set it up. What was his name?
He has said it.
No,
Was
Cody Rhodes'
Stardust?
name. Stardust. Yeah.
Oh.
Right, that was a fake question. Fake question.
Don't worry, we're
Okay.
a week away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shit.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Question...
Could it be? It is. It's Stardust.
What job
Wait,
did
who is
Ken
this to?
Sham-
Who's this
This
to?
is to Thomas. The
Okay.
first one was a fake
Oh,
question.
I just keep going. Okay.
Yeah, no, the first one
was-
was
I
fake.
was
You didn't
not
really
ready.
get that.
Oh, ouch.
What job did Ken Shamrock hold before he got into wrestling?
I'm
Do we know?
guessing. I guess. Well, oh man, this is a hard answer because are we talking when he got into wrestling in 1989, or are we talking when he got into wrestling right after the UFC? I'm going to say UFC. I don't think that's right though.
I think that's it.
No, it's not.
If it says mixed martial arts, that's UFC. We're counting that.
No, it's bar bouncing.
Uh-oh.
Do you guys know who Ken Shamrock is? I'm trying to pick harder questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody
Okay.
gets that point.
We are probably going to know everybody that's like the question's about. We just might not know the answer
Okay,
because we're wrestling savants. Okay.
I know. Tricky. What was Coco B. Ware's bird name?
Fuck. Oh my God. Oh. Can see him dancing to the ring with this stupid parrot.
All right, Thomas, you can answer if you know it.
Frankie, R.I.P.
Frankie. Point for Thomas.
It's Frankie.
Okay.
Stupid.
I know.
Gotta get Katie Shillelagh that she has out. I feel like Finley right now.
Hey, that's really from Ireland. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself.
This one is?
Yeah, I bought it in Ireland. It's real.
Just seems like it could break.
God. Okay, Thomas, who was a member of Flash Funk's team at the February 1997 In Your House pay-per-view? The options are Goldust, Savio Vega, and Leaf Cassidy. So
Jesus.
who was a member of the Flash Funk's team at the February 1997 In Your House pay-per-view? Goldust, Savio Vega, or Leaf Cassidy?
Savio was in the main event. I'm going to say Leaf Cassidy.
You're incorrect.
Damn.
So the question's dead.
Get out of
It's,
here,
is
Charlie.
it gold? So it's Goldust. So
It's
that
Goldust,
he was in the match with Blue Chip or Rocky Maivia then, because wasn't that the same match? His debut?
No, that was it. That was the Survivor Series match, which is where I thought we were going. But this was I don't even remember it was like the weird In Your House, but it was the one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Gotcha. Is Leaf Cassidy Al Snow?
Yes.
Yeah. There it is.
Yes.
What does everybody want? Head.
And
Okay.
Weird gimmick.
Tricky. What sort of match did Razor Ramon have at SummerSlam 1995?
Ladder match.
Yeah.
Against the Heartbreak
Alright.
Kid, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania rematch.
I didn't know if that would be easy or not.
good one. It was a good match.
It is a good match. It's not talked about enough.
No.
All right, Thomas, what was Cactus Jack's finishing move or finishing maneuver?
The double arm DDT, I think, is what we're going for here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you guys are
Bang
idiot
bang.
savants. Okay.
Told you. What round is this, Katie? Do you keeping track?
Yeah, this is we're finishing round 3.
Oh, there we go.
Uh
I need Thomas to get one wrong.
Owen Hart first entered the WWF as what hooded star?
Blue
Tricky.
Blazer.
Yep.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
What's XIV? What is that? 24?
14.
14. Okay.
No, I'm gonna tell you, wrestling helped me learn Roman numerals.
For real, it did.
I
It
swear.
totally did.
Okay,
It
Thomas.
totally did.
What baseball star was tombstoned by
Pete
Kane?
Rose.
Yeah.
Pete Rose.
That's the easiest question in the world.
I don't know these things. I'm trying to pick like questions I don't know the answers to.
He's just a guy who should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Not a big deal.
Okay.
I'm not gonna rehash that one, but
See, I know a lot of these, so I know they're super easy. Tricky. Who is Vince McMahon's son?
Really?
No, it's joking.
Shane McMahon and Triple H.
No. Okay.
I mean, you know,
And Shawn
you
Michaels.
fire-
Let's
you
throw
fi-
Shawn in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shawn Michaels is probably number one right now on that list.
Probably.
Okay.
Shit.
Tricky. What was the name of SummerSlam 1998?
Highway to Hell.
Oh my God, how do you know that? So it's 3-3.
It's my
That
favorite
was
video.
round 4.
It's like my favorite video package is when they use the AC/DC Highway to Hell song.
I love the promo poster.
Yeah.
Swinging the torch, and yeah, it was great.
Swinging the was the Empire State Building, like
Yep.
yeah, that's such a cool. It's like an '80s like movie poster. Love it.
Mhm.
All right, Thomas, last round. In what
boy.
part of New York did Mick Foley grow up?
Long Island.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Did you know that?
No,
I couldn't remember if it was Long Island or Staten Island, and then I panicked myself.
I thought it was Staten Island.
No, it's Long Island. Just
Whereas
like
CM Punk said, shitty. Oh no, yeah, shitty Staten Island. Shitty Max from little shitty Staten Island.
Long Island.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's Long Island, not Staten Island.
Long Island.
Okay. I don't even know who that is.
It's not like it matters. I think Thomas won.
Well, no, it's 4-3 right now, so you could tie it.
Oh, it is?
You've gotten 3 points.
All right, well, let's go.
Okay.
You gotta ask like the hardest question.
I'm not trying to. What is D'Lo Brown's finishing maneuver?
The lowdown.
Yeah. So it's tied 4-4. What should I do?
I'm sitting here thinking of that his two. I never put this together, but his two moves are the low down and the sky high, and I'm like, that's awesome. They did with the high and low. I like that. That's cute. That's a cute thing they did.
I've never noticed. I've never caught that before. I've never thought about that. That's pretty awesome. Good job, D'Lo. I guess let's just keep going.
Okay, we'll do what? 2 more
Sure.
for now? Okay.
Sure. It's gone pretty fast. It's going faster than I thought it would.
Thomas.
Because we got people who know their shit.
Because we so smart. That's why.
You guys need to like win some money doing this though. Like all you're doing is podcast. You're such a baby.
Folks, on the audio only side of things, we just had some more smelling salts come out.
Oh my god.
We're bringing those to Mardi Gras. Did you ever go to Mardi Gras in St. Louis?
But it's gonna awaken the inner recesses of your mind, and you're gonna answer all of these correctly.
It just opened so many portals to my brain.
It literally looks like your eyes are about to bleed.
Dude, it sucks. Like, I don't know if I don't like this. I don't like this.
The warning label said, make sure to not open it by anybody when you're at the gym because it's for power lifters. And so they were like, be careful who you open it around because it's like so potent, aromatic, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, it also says keep away 6 inches away from your nose. So that's cool.
It's like burned.
Oh my
all
god.
Of your senses in your
die
nose.
Here. Oh, fantastic. I love this.
All right. Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What university did The Rock play football?
The University of Miami.
Was that an easy question?
Yes. Extremely easy.
Yes, but only because it's The Rock, you know what I mean? Like it's like been his thing since he went there. So
yeah. I became like a Miami like football fan like in the early 2000s because of The Rock, because he went there and talks about it so much. I think they won the national championship when I watched. Haven't won it since. You're welcome, Miami, for watching.
We miss you, Willis McGahee.
Tricky. The Big Boss Man starred in what sport in school?
Basketball.
No.
I have no idea.
You can answer Thomas if you want to.
Football?
Yeah.
It was that easy? It was just an easy. I thought it was a trick question. It was a stupid question.
Well, I thought the other one would be harder.
The man's 6'2" and 400 pounds. Of course, he played football.
That's why I thought it was like a trick question. Like, why are they asking?
No, totally.
Like,
I was like, could be wrestling. What if it was baseball? Right? Like,
right.
Babe Ruth style. Just knock it out. Yeah,
hit
I think
dingers!
there were actually options there. Just hitting dingers.
Ah, damn it. It's a bullshit question, Katie. It's a bullshit question. That's like my everything must go question. That's gonna be my kryptonite. I'm gonna lose this game now. Way to go,
I mean,
Katie.
you're down 2, so it's not looking good for you.
Does that mean I also need to hide little big boss mans around the room too? Is that what we're gonna do?
He's now my least favorite wrestler.
All right, Thomas. The World Wrestling Federation superstar Golga is a fan of what program?
He's a fan of South Park. Used to carry around Eric Cartman to the ring.
Okay, I thought that was tough, tricky.
Earthquake.
I mean, you can try to get this right, but it doesn't really matter. Terry Funk was featured in what movie with Patrick Swayze?
Roadhouse.
Yeah. So you lose.
Yep.
5 to 7.
Thanks.
7 to 5. You're welcome. Congratulations, Thomas. I think
Thank
you're the only person
you.
that can beat him on this.
With that win, you get to stay on the podcast.
Well, that's good. I did owe you for the movie game, so we're semi even. Not really. Movie game's very difficult. So yeah.
Reigning
I
champ.
thought these questions were hard, but I
thought a couple of them were pretty the specific one about Flash Funk's tag team partner. Goodness gracious, I don't know
doubt. That one, or just what sport the Big Boss Man play in high school, shit like that.
Maybe that one, maybe something like that might get you.
Stupid. Katie, frig off. All right, so let's get right into it. I actually want to hear Katie's perspective on this first because I know Katie is pissed about this. So this past week, shocking. This is literally the main reason why we are podcasting this episode or doing this episode is Cody Rhodes is leaving AEW, and it seems like he has verbally agreed to return to WWE. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but I mean, all signs are pointing to that he's rejoining the Fed, and I'm speechless, and I can't wrap my head around it. Katie, let's start with you. What was your initial thoughts when I told you that he was going back to WWE?
So I'm actually not pissed because it's like, I don't know, it's not going to affect my life or anything like that. But I just think he's an idiot. Like, you're so fucking stupid. The whole reason AEW. No, I mean, like, I think he's an idiot. Like, you want my real opinion? I think he sold out. I think, he wasn't getting loved on by the fans here or at AEW, not here, but at AEW. They were all shitting on him. So I don't know. Maybe he felt like it would be a better option, but it's like, dude, you were nothing in WWE. You were kind of something in New Japan, and you finally had something in AEW, and you've got all these shows and all this shit, and you're like, nah, the grass is greener on the other side. I'm like, how? You came from that shit. Like, you're so stupid. So go be an idiot somewhere else. Go, I don't know. Like, expect. I don't know. It's
dropping the hammer.
It's a harsh truth. Like, go. I mean, I wish you well, but it's not going to turn out well for you. I don't know what to say. Like, go get scripted on Monday Night Raw.
So you're gonna feel really silly when he shows up at Control Your Narrative instead. All right. So you know what? Let's just.
I don't know. I hope secretly that it's like back when Jericho was like, I will never wrestle on land in respect for Vince, blah, 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 like before AEW was a thing and all this shit. And then he showed up at All In. Was it All In or All Out?
Yep.
I forget.
That picture right behind you, Katie. That show we went to for Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that one. And you were like, oh, there's no way Jericho will ever show up in the company, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, Jericho's fucking coming. I hope it's one of those. I hope that Cody is playing everybody and is like, I'm gonna open the forbidden door, which I hate that term. It sounds like a butthole. Like, I don't know. I hate that. Like the forbidden door, like, oh my God. But I think he's just an idiot. I think he's gonna make money and then wish he could come back, and I feel like he's not gonna get welcome back. But
Thomas,
maybe not.
Thomas, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's been a really interesting day. It's really interesting, of course, to like watch the discourse, amongst the community as well. It's interesting to me. First of all, I think this notion that he left specifically because he didn't have booking power to go to a place where he's going to have no booking power doesn't really make a lot of sense. If that is really what he decided and that was what it was based on, maybe he is an idiot, but I don't think he is. I don't think he's an idiot. I think he's extremely intelligent. He's always bet on himself. We gave him a lot of love on last week's episode, and talked about how he really built the pipeline that we have now, right? To AEW, and it's really odd. It was like, not to say that I couldn't see him going back, because I think I've been a wrestling fan long enough to say anything can happen, but he was up there with the people that I thought would be the least likely to go. It's like him and Punk and depending on the day, Mox. Right. I think Mox is still so loved there that like he would consider it if it was good for him, right? Like good for his family and stuff. But I think in terms of being happy, he wouldn't be happy either. So it's really odd. I don't see how he fits in with the current product, even as his current self. And frankly, because the product is so bad, so it's hard anyway. Yeah, I think like that's just where I think I'm just sitting at. It's just so bizarre to me. If things are to be believed, he's going to get a big push and all of this, but what does that really mean, right? Vince is still going to do what Vince wants to do. If Vince doesn't see money in him or didn't see money in him before, now you can look back at some people who've maybe come back and done something. Bobby Lashley's probably the closest one, but he was still doing big things when he was there the first time. Yeah. It's not like, he was the ECW champion. He was in the damn Trump and McMahon feud. So the people that have come back and they've gotten these big pushes are people that also like kind of had his eye before, because you look at somebody who also went and did something on his own, John Morrison, and what did he come back and do? Right. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Put over Bad Bunny. That's about it. And shout out to Bad Bunny, of course, as always. But I just don't see how this is good, frankly, for anybody. I don't see how this is good for WWE. I don't see how this is good for AEW. I don't see how this is good for Cody or Brandy. Would be extremely surprised to see Brandy show up in WWE.
Eden Styles.
Sorry, Eden Styles, ring announcer. Be very surprised to see Eden Styles come back. Maybe they'll put her on the NXT Level Up show. But yeah, it makes no sense to me. That's just where I'm at. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me either. And it's like what you said, like he's leaving AEW because they took his booking power away. And it's like you're going to a place where you're literally not going to have any booking power whatsoever. And it's like, what? I'm dumbfounded by it. And I read that he's asking for like Punk and Jericho money. And it's like, man, you're not worth that money. I think we kind of talked about it on the last episode. It's just like, you're just not worth that Punk money. It's just not. Nobody's worth that. It's CM Punk. He's earned it. And he's been gone for 7 years. Like, I don't know. It blows my mind because I see him getting pushed to the moon at Mania. Post Mania, it's like, what happens? I think they're going to be like, look at all this, because WWE reacts in it's a short fix for WWE. They don't look long term. And for these next like couple months, fans are going to be fucking annoying as hell. Like, look what they're doing with Cody. Look, he's going to be wrestling for the WWE Championship probably at WrestleMania now. And he's probably going to win. And But then you go after that. It's like, is he just going to become another Drew, Big E, Kofi? I mean, these are guys that you completely forgot about that were champion already. I mean, Big E just lost the title and nobody cares.
Nope.
Nobody cares.
He's right back where he was.
Yeah.
Not even where he was. He's lower than where he was.
Yeah. He's back in like the tag team scene again. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But before we get into Austin, I mean, we could even transition to Dynamite a little more. Dynamite last night, to me, showed that the roster and the fans in general were just motivated last night. And I think I think Cody leaving is really motivating the AEW roster. I mean, every segment, every match last night was a home run. I mean, you're hitting out of the park. Thunder Rosa, Mercedes Martinez was sloppy, but it was still good. It still felt real. And that's like why I like that match so much, because it doesn't feel so micromanaged and overproduced like a WWE match does. This felt real because it was sloppy. That's something that like doesn't happen in WWE a whole lot, because all they do is clotheslines and suplexes. So it's like
cookie cutter.
Yeah, that's basically all it is. And like I was watching Botchamania, and there was a segment with Drew McIntyre standing in the middle of the ring, and the clip didn't play, but he's just standing there. And for whatever reason, it just hit me right there and then. I was like, oh my God, this is like so micromanaged. He's not even moving. Like, he just looks like a robot, like just saying lines. Like, he's not walking around the ring at all. He's standing directly in the middle, like on his spot. It's just like, that's not wrestling. This is now just purely a soap opera now featuring wrestling.
Yeah, it's a TV show, right? But it's not a good TV show because they don't reward you for any continuity. They don't reward you for like being a loyal fan. I mean, it's literally the last season of Game of Thrones every freaking week. And
ooh, that's a good comparison. I've never thought of it like that.
It's just like, you throw everything else out the window. Why not? Because we just want to tell this story, and this is the only story that matters. And it's like, it's so. I will say this. I think I can see him being frustrated if he didn't have booking power. Certainly frustrated. I can't see that being the reason that he left. I think you put that in combination with maybe he wasn't getting the money he thought, and maybe WWE is going to pay him the money. They might, because why not? They're excited. I mean, everything seems to point to, and I wouldn't doubt it, that they're excited that they got an EVP from AEW. Why wouldn't they be excited about that, right? And so that is the big story. So I'm sure he is getting the money that he wanted there. And still, like, is that enough? You know, for a guy who made his whole career. You know, you can say whatever you want about his WWE career before that, but he made his whole career on, I'm going to do what's good for me, good for my legacy, good for wrestling in general, right? And how does this good for any of that? That's again the part that just blows my mind. And you know, I do think the one thing I'll say, I do think they pigeonholed themselves by the not letting him challenge for the AEW title. And I think that was a mistake in hindsight. They probably thought it was a really great idea. It probably was a really great idea for a little while, right? Because you're like, I'm not going to be Dusty, right? I'm not going to put myself in every title. But then it's like, when he's not the booker, then it doesn't make as much sense, right? So I think that part, you know, there was a ceiling there because of that. But he was also hitting it, and that TNT title match was awesome, and things were, I don't know, and things looked good. I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah, I'm completely dumbfounded.
Do we know how long the contract is for? Is he not officially signed with WWE?
We don't know. No, he's not signed yet.
So what I could see happening, like going along with what Thomas was saying, is he is doing this for his career. I guess I could see it being a short-term contract, maybe. Especially since Tony Khan was like, wish you well, like apparently it's off good terms, like we're on good terms. So it's like, maybe he's just going to make the money and do it quickly and come back and reinvent himself, and then can go for the title. I don't know. But it's like, he just had a kid. He has a wife. Like, you're going to travel that much? You're going to be doing house shows? I don't know. I think maybe he won't be, I guess.
Good point.
He's got to have the like Legends kind of contract, like that half schedule that some guys,
that Randy Orton schedule.
Yeah, he's got to get that schedule. I can't see him working the house shows. I can't see it. It's just I don't know. Read that there's still possibilities that this could be a work, and it could be working at. He could show up at Revolution. Who knows? I mean,
see, and that's what I think. I think it's either a work or like a part-time work enough to where he wants to get in like the Hall of Fame or honor his dad in some way. I don't know. Something weird, and maybe to like switch up, like, because I forgot about like the title match limitations thing. Like, so maybe he's like voiding his contract to come back and fight for it.
I mean, to me, I don't know.
I don't feel like WWE would play with that. I don't feel like they would play games with that.
I don't either, and I think it's weird that we're not hearing from like confirmed like sources by WWE being like, yes, we are talking to him. All we're hearing is just journalists. And one thing that sticks out to me a lot is the fact that he still has like contracts with his reality show and the Go Big show, and I just cannot see TNT being happy with him being on Raw or SmackDown with rival like television companies. I can't see it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Before we get into Stone Cold, Thomas, anything, and Katie, anything you guys want to bring up from Dynamite that stuck out to you this past week?
I mean, I gotta say, like, I just enjoyed the show so much. What you were saying earlier, like every segment felt like it hit. Even like the little, like I have some nitpicky things that I picked up on last night, but other than that, like I don't know, it was an enjoyable 2 hours of programming, and it's nice. It's like that all the time, almost, right? Like most of the time when you watch Dynamite, it's an extremely enjoyable experience. But beyond enjoyable, what you were saying, like they had their working boots on. People were going at it last night. A couple of things. I mean, my love for Moriarty and him and Brian. I mean, they tore the house down. It was an awesome match. I got to tell you, there were times Moriarty kind of poked a little fun at it today too, but there were times that Brian hit Moriarty so hard that it felt inappropriate during Black History Month. That's all I'm saying. I think it was too much. It is Black History Month, Bryan Danielson. He didn't seem to care about that at all. My goodness, he slapped the shit out of him. Holy cow.
He did fucking rock him hard like several times. It's like, especially the last slap he does. I'm just like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. But Moriarty gave it right back to him in some parts.
Back to him.
And dude, he's got, I hope they keep using him, man. He's so fucking good. He's so good.
I really do hope that the eventual thing is that they put those two together, because if he, his whole thing about teaching people violence, and like, I mean, the promo right after the promo shot even the match, it shot everything up even farther, because Mox and Danielson just hit that out of the park too. But I really hope they keep this like Moriarty in the back of Danielson's mind of like, he's going to be one of my violence instigators or whatever he wants to call him. But I don't know, man. I just like what a perfect opening match. And and it followed that CM Punk promo, which was great, and got us our second dog collar match. I'm excited awesome about that too.
Yeah, that match is going to be insane at Revolution. Katie, do you have anything that sticks out?
Jericho looks good.
He does. He looks like he's slimming down, man.
He looks good.
He got Jericho, off the bubbly, I guess. I don't know what's happening.
That's what I said. I said maybe quit drinking.
You could see like in his face sober. And his neck, he looked slimmer. I mean, he was moving faster too. Mm-hmm. He didn't seem too burnt out. He seemed like he was going like the whole match, and like the way he caught Santana for the walls, I thought that was great. It's like, I mean, he looks a lot healthier. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I like that, and I like the dog collar match idea, because MJF is a little weasel, so put a leash on him.
That's right.
For me, the main event, I mean, Darby and Sammy, I mean, just kicked the shit out of each other again. I mean, those two guys could wrestle each other 1,000 times, and I don't think I could ever get bored watching them. Like, they just go insane. Some of these bumps that Darby was taking in this match, man. Holy shit. I mean,
dude, someone said Darby was a prostitute, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. like you know what I mean? Like man, I'll do anything for money.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
watching that. I was like, holy shit. Same thing. I was just like, what the hell is happening? Just two great guys who can have a good match with anybody, and they get
Mhm.
together and they have a phenomenal match every time.
Yep, 100%. And so like
What
his
it,
bump that he took, oh my god, off the ropes, bounced
oh
up.
my god. Oh yeah. I said, what did I put? I said that was a legit holy shit moment. Like I
Yeah.
literally went
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah, I did too.
Uh,
I think I yelled at the TV a couple times during that match.
Uh, the other thing that really caught my eye, and it wasn't like it was just so smooth. The cutter that he hit outside when he dove through the ropes is maybe the smoothest cutter I've ever seen. And I'm like, that feels like bloviating, but I'm like, I was literally going through like the top cutters. I was like, maybe the Seth Rollins one. Those are the two, right? Is Seth Rollins at Mania and that one. My goodness.
Katie, what did I say last night when that happened? When he slid out of there and caught him for the cutter, like said that was smooth as fuck.
Yeah, you did say that.
Like
I didn't
that,
understand the significance of it, but you said that.
it's very hard to
smooth.
like pull off. Like I agree with you. I think it's those two, and then maybe the shooting star into the RKO. Like those three, I think are the smoothest. But yeah, Dynamite again, just a home run. Adam Cole, Adam Page. I mean, that feud's awesome. It looks like they're setting up for Young Bucks Hangman reunion, or they're setting up for Kenny Omega to just beat the shit out of Adam Cole. Which either way, it's awesome. I'm all for it. And then
love the little pieces of each of those in there, and then Red Dragon just stirring the pot all the time.
Right. Love it. And Revolution's just setting up to be just a home run of a card.
Banger show already. Yeah.
Like that's a WrestleMania card in my opinion. Like holy shit.
I agree.
Andrade and Darby now on top of it, it's like just icing on the cake. It really is.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. We'll obviously get to Revolution. And Thomas, you're going to be part of our Offended predictions game now.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited.
Be excited because I dominate in this actually. I'm pretty good.
You've been the champion like 6 months.
It's like it's been a little while, but yes, as a loyal listener, I am aware.
Thank you. Yeah. So I will dominate and crush you.
Well,
be ready. Just be ready. Be ready.
Like I'll meet you at the exact same time.
You know what? You mentioned the Thunder Rosa match real quick. You know that you and I both have such an affinity for Thunder Rosa, and Mercedes is good. And I do feel like that match did get a little sloppy, but like you said, it made it more real. It made it feel like it was there were some pieces there. I'll tell you what though, it was technically a sloppy spot, but that suplex into the table where only Rosa goes through and then they just both slide down. I was like, that's awesome, man. That's so cool. Like it just was such a cool visual of them just sliding down the table.
And they're lucky that table actually didn't break like upward.
Yeah.
Like
the only issue I had actually with Mercedes last night, I didn't love the promo right before the match where she said was the word that she used. Well, I wrote it down. Oh, it's time to murder a bitch. But the way she delivered it, just like it's like it just felt like it was like I just have to say it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like it's kind of there. But I did also love. I forget who said. I think it was Excalibur. They're fighting in the crowd, and they flip into the chair, and he goes, "Someone paid for that seat." I was like, "Oh man, that popped me good, man. That was good."
Dude, we're talking about good announcer moments that pops me. Frickin' it was either last week on Rampage or it was either 2 weeks ago. It was the I forget what they were talking about, but Jericho was bringing up something that he did, and Taz just goes, "Oh, you're a stud!" Like it's just the way Taz said it to him. Popped me so hard. It was so funny.
Taz is good, man. Taz is so good.
Is anybody else getting like a little feedback? Like any like crinkling?
I'm not hearing
it. All right, good. Hopefully it's not on the recording. It's just like here and there. We're good. Anyway, we're keeping that in the show because I don't feel like editing it. So
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we're not live. WWE. Yeah, we're live.
That's right.
Al. All right. Main event time here on the wrap up. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fuck Cody. This is the real big news of the week, in my opinion. Stone Cold Steve Austin hasn't wrestled a match since 2003. And I mean, shit, it's going to be 20 years next year since his last match.
I don't believe it's happening. I'm not sold. I'm not sold.
I don't
I'm
know.
not sold.
On
I'm
Raw,
not sold.
on Raw,
He's gonna-
Owens was. I think
That's
Owens
the
was
thing that got
cutting-
me was the Raw
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Owens
All
cutting
right,
a
all right.
promo. Owens was cutting a promo though, like talking shit on Texas, but he just had this smiling, like shit-eating grin on his face. Like this is a face of a guy. If you watch Owens and other like for like the past year, he looks depressed and unhappy. You look at Owens this past Monday night, and for the first time in like 2 years, he is smiling from ear to ear, like I get to wrestle my idol. Like
Okay. So he may wrestle Kevin Owens. It is gonna be a fucking who's the guy you guys hate that comes in and does the spears?
Roman,
No, the old guy.
Goldberg.
Yeah,
Don't you dare compare Stone Cold to Goldberg.
He is old and he is out of shape.
And
I'm
bald,
not
and he has a
comparing-
goatee.
Oh, well, I know that they were like rivals in the other companies. Like I've seen all the histories of
why? Because
WWE and all that.
Because they tell you 30,000
Yeah.
times a year.
Yes. I'm not saying that he's going to do the spear, like whatever Stone Cold Steve Austin's shit was, he's going to be in that ring for fucking 3 minutes or less.
What's his
That's what I
finishing move,
mean.
Katie?
That's
What's
what
his,
I
wait,
don't know.
what?
The Stone Cold Stunner. I do know that. I don't know what
I
it
was
looks
like,
like. just
I
know
was
what it's
like,
called.
and she thinks she's gonna beat us in predictions this coming time. Come on, huh? What are we doing
Thomas,
here?
yeah. Get ready, okay? I don't know my shit, but I have good intuition.
But you can guess. You can guess some things. That's all right.
Yeah, I don't know what the Stone Cold Stunner looks like, but
You
I
can't
know
say
it's
Stone
the
Cold.
name. I can't. But it's gonna be what is that guy's name? I can't remember his name either now.
Who? Goldberg?
Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg.
This is a
I
timeout.
love this. I don't know what the timeout is. I think it's supposed to be a spear, but I
Is this
love
Yeah,
sign
it's a
language
spear.
for spear?
This
Yeah,
is
we're doing
this
spear.
is Goldberg now. That's
It's gonna
every
be a
time.
Goldberg thing. It's gonna be like we're gonna be so excited, and Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna come in, and it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3 done.
Honestly,
So,
I just want to hear the glass
Get
shatter.
excited. Get excited. It'll be fun for 5 minutes.
See, I was reading that.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Okay, then take it, I guess.
Honestly, though, it's
I'm
like
gonna
it
be
is like
chanting Goldberg.
I no, you don't get to disrespect Stone Cold. No, can't do that to Stone
I've
Cold.
never
Anybody
seen him
else?
wrestle. Never seen him wrestle.
I guess we'll watch a match tonight then.
I meant live. I've seen him wrestle.
Well, you can't judge him now. Come on, Jesus.
I'm just trying to get under your skin.
Oh, it's working.
It's working.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
You know, it's it feels very surreal.
Yeah.
I think Owens is the perfect opponent.
Mhm.
Because he would super take care of him. They have a great like respect for each other, and have built what seems to be a decent friendship, you know,
Yeah.
in the last few years as well. Obviously, Owens is using the stunner. Also, I mean, there's a lot of good, you know, parallels that they can take. I didn't know this. I heard today that in Austin's new house in Sparks, Nevada, he put a ring in last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's true, but that's word on the street. He put in a ring last year, and that made me go, "Huh, it's happening. It's happening."
Fuck.
Folks.
Yeah, it's totally happening. Damn, why didn't you just come back fucking 10 years ago and just do one match with CM Punk? That's all I want. I just want
I know.
CM Punk. I want the straight edge guy to go against the beer drinker. That's all I want.
Yep. It wrote itself. The whole thing.
Give me what I want. Just it's what I want.
Give me what I want.
But yeah, Stone Cold coming back. I mean, I hate you, WWE. I was done with you. I was done watching this fucking shitty product, and now I'm definitely going to watch WrestleMania now. Even I'm gonna watch when Cody's on. God damn it! Like
The whole
know.
7 hours. We're gonna watch it. The whole 7.
no.
Well,
Okay.
well, wait a minute. It's 2 days again, so it's gonna be 9 hours, just spread
yeah.
across 2 days. But you know, unless you were
working.
unless you were thinking of going to Dallas and catching up on some NXT too, because guess what? NXT is the day of day one of WrestleMania, so you get
Just
9 hours that
crazy.
day. Yay!
I cannot. Why do they think it's a good idea to do NXT in the same day? I just don't get it.
I can't do anything. I can't do anything for 9 hours and enjoy it. I can't go to an amusement park. I can't go swimming. I can't go to a fucking bar. I
Swimming
can't,
for 9 hours sounds miserable.
nothing for 9 hours sounds great. Absolute, all inclusive, paid, whatever, maybe on a beach in Florida.
You know what sounds
Mexico.
great for 9 hours?
I could do that, but not.
You know what sounds
You
great
can
for 9
sleep.
hours? Watching
What?
the Iron Man match 9 times in a row.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael's
That sounds
heart.
nice, actually. Yeah. You could catch little things that you didn't catch the first
Right.
8 times.
Right?
Yeah.
It's an
Not to
hour.
mention the first 50 times that you watched it, obviously leading up to it. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's nothing I could do for 9 hours and like completely 100% be like, I'm enjoying this. No. I'm usually like at a show. I'm like a 2-hour limit. I don't care. It could be my favorite thing in the world. 2 hours in, I'm like, okay, when do I get to leave and go home and dinner? 2 hours, man.
You can binge watch Criminal Minds for like 30 hours.
In my underwear on the couch, it's a whole different thing. Okay. If I have to put pants on.
I mean, that is like,
Yeah, I mean, I think we got you there. I think we got you.
Yeah, okay. If I can have my pants off.
Yeah, but you didn't need
Time
pants on to go
exist.
swimming. You didn't need pants on to be
Boom.
at the
You have to
beach.
be
Wrong way.
But you have to be
Boom.
around other people. You know, like you have to like put a smile on and like not like
I do hate
be
wearing
gross
a smile.
eating
I'll tell you
eating
what.
chips on your chest. Like you can't do that in public. Like
Sure you can. See people do it all the time.
okay, not me. Okay.
There are standards for Katie.
There
She
are.
has to live up to.
They're not very high, but there are existing standards.
But they're there.
They're there.
Last thing on Austin. If you could pick any other wrestler besides Owens, and let's say besides CM Punk, who would that wrestler be and why? Thomas, we'll start with you.
I think I'd want to see him against. I have 2. I'm sorry, I know that's cheating. But it's a rumored WrestleMania match against each other. My 2 are Edge and AJ Styles.
Ooh.
Edge, because I feel like you get the 2 old, the 2 old Logans going out on their sword, battling to the very end.
Mm-hmm.
But AJ, because similar to KO, I mean, he would protect the shit out of him. He would take care of him. It would be a nice clash of, pun not intended, styles. And I think AJ's always done good work with brawlers too. So I think it would be a really interesting match.
Yeah, it totally would be, especially because he's been on his podcast like several times now, hasn't he? AJ Styles. Yeah. That would be. Yeah, anybody that protects him. I was thinking Goldberg in my head. I'm like, fuck, Goldberg almost killed Undertaker, so no. Katie, who do you got?
You're not gonna like either of my answers. So
Probably not.
It could be anybody. I just want a good story, which we're not gonna get. Like I would like him to be in the storyline for like a year, like how Sting has been, where he doesn't really have to wrestle. Like even CM Punk. Like CM Punk has wrestled, but not like he does a lot more talking on the show, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like the shit between him and MJF, like Austin and MJF would be great. That'd be awesome. But I want the year-long, I want the 6-month-long story.
Totally.
For him to beat the shit out, or even Kenny Omega, who's straight edge, or I don't know, somebody like that. Me being a newbie fan, I would like to see him wrestle The Rock.
Do you know that's happened? That's happened a few times.
I know, but not
at WrestleMania 3 times.
But okay, but you watched it with me, and you already know the outcome. Like, how cool would it be to like? They're like, oh my God, this is some new shit. And everybody doesn't know what's going to happen.
Leaving Sacramento, I won't stay. That's like one of my favorite segments ever on Raw. But for me,
I want a long-term person with a story, which isn't going to happen, or The Rock.
There's 3 people for me, but now 4, because you said MJF. I didn't even think about MJF. That's a great pick.
It's a great answer.
3, I have 3. So when you said 2, I'm like, oh, no big deal. I got 3. Eddie Kingston is 1.
Oh yeah.
John Moxley is another. I think Moxley and Austin would just tear the house down. But my 3rd, I think people don't really think about it. I would love to see Hangman against Austin. I think
that's a good one. I
like
that.
I think they would tear the house down. I think they could build a great story. I mean, Hangman is really coming into his own, man. Hangman.
could have two.
Or,
They'd have two beer trucks and spray each other with beer trucks.
or you have Jericho's bubbly spraying him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, those are two I just see together, and I feel like they could just tell a beautiful story together. I think Hangman's my number one. I don't know why. Moxley was always my number one besides Punk, and I think
Moxley
Hangman's
makes a
taking it.
ton of sense for sure. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I probably should have thought that I could also say AEW would probably should have, but I was like thinking of like WrestleMania, right? Because that
Right.
was kind of the thing. Yeah, but I love MJF. I love Moxley. I think both of those are just excellent choices. But when you said Hangman, yeah, that wouldn't have been one that I would have thought of. But yeah, I mean, and I think he's like his chops on his promos are getting a lot crisper, a lot cleaner.
Right.
That last night was a great back and forth between those two. Though I will say, and maybe I'll be honest, maybe it was because I was a little high, but Hangman's cadence reminds me of the main guy in Letterkenny, and I can't unhear it now. I don't know why. It's not even like they don't speak the same. It's literally just the cadence with which they speak. And I was just like, and again, I was high, so maybe it was that. I'll try next week. We'll see. But I was
kind of does though.
I don't know who that
it
is.
just threw me for a loop.
Hangman, he's the AEW World Champion.
Oh, I know who that is.
Boom, got her. Oh, look, my cat. Hi, Charlie.
Oh,
Hey, Charlie.
hi, Charlie.
Yeah, Stone Cold coming back. Cody Rhodes through the Fed. AEW just on fire. AEW showed last night that doesn't matter. They don't need Cody. I mean, literally last night with one episode of Dynamite, Tony Khan was just like, "We'll be all right," and then some.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then some. And I think that, and like you said, they set up so much for not only Revolution but just like weeks to come. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's like we said last week. It's a good time to be an AEW fan. It just is.
Yes,
it's fun.
It is. Yes, it is. All right, let's hit them with the 1, 2, 3 finish. Katie, all wrestling related, and let's get out of here. Katie, you just named like 3 things you liked from Dynamite or 3 news stories.
Fuck Cody. I think it's a work. He's stupid if it's not a work.
Those are your 3? It's just all
Yeah.
Cody.
Yeah.
You are salty because you love him so much.
I have 2 shirts of his, and now I'm never gonna wear them ever again because unless he
2?
comes back. I have the.
Oh, you got Brandy and Cody.
And I'm like, wow, that was probably wasted money because I have zero respect if you never come back. So good job selling out. So
Cody,
he sold out, dude. His whole gimmick was to not sell out.
Broke your heart. Aw, your heart got broken. Damn. If I could turn back time.
I hate that song.
Oh shit, Thomas, what's your 1, 2, 3 finish?
The first one is it feels obvious, but the Spanish Fly always just looks so damn good.
Yeah.
I just, oh man, and the height they got on it last night.
No
Just
doubt,
what a
dude.
beautiful sight, man.
Mhm.
What a beautiful sight. I'm gonna give the highest praise I can give to somebody right now. Wardlow
Yes.
power bombs people
Ooh.
like Sid,
Yes.
and that's the highest praise I can give somebody because Sid is the man, and Sid's my guilty pleasure, man. And I if I'm ever like just like I just need to watch something, I'm gonna throw on Sid. So the fact that I think Wardlow power bombs people like Sid, that is literally the highest compliment I can give somebody. The last thing is, we know this too, but it literally just like warms the cockles of my heart. Eddie Kingston is so fucking over, and people love him, and he's so good at every little thing. And just he stole the show last night. He was on the show for 5 minutes. He stole the damn show.
He is literally AEW's Mick Foley, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Reminds me so much of him. And he's just over with the crowd. He cares about the locker room. I mean, he is like AEW's heart and soul. Like, he really is.
For sure.
Yep.
It's good to see. He's a good person. Good things are happening.
Yep, definitely. It just right off the bat, my number 1, Eddie Kingston coming back. That pop for his return last night was awesome. Love Cannot wait for the promos between him and Jericho leading up to Revolution because it's just going to be gold. Number 2, let's go with this main event from Dynamite, which is phenomenal. And number 3, good luck, Cody. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck, Cody. Thank you for starting the revolution. I'm unlike Katie over here. I'm going to be polite about it. I hope it works out well for him, but I highly doubt it will. But good luck, Cody. Thank you for giving us the greatest wrestling promotion since 1999. Like, for real. So that's how it's done, Katie.
Agreed.
That's how it's called
professionalism.
professionalism.
I have the same feelings as you. I just also am real about it.
I'm
like,
just going to
you
say it
just-
off
you,
air.
You fucked up. You fucked up. Like, I don't know. Hope he didn't, but he probably did.
I still like Dustin Rhodes' tweet. It's just said, I'm staying with AEW. I like it here. That's all he said.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you can follow the wrap up. You can follow Offended. You can follow What's Your Bliss, all at www.anythingbutcredible.com for all your network needs. Just like those, you also have the Anything But Credible podcast, Going Off Topic podcast, Movie Merge, and Spacing Out, all at anythingbutcredible.com. Subscribe, follow, give us a 5-star rating. You can find us all at Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Go check it out. You can follow me on Twitter at Trick1042, and you can follow Thomas on Twitter at
Thomas_Ragland.
And you can follow What's Your Bliss on all the socials at
Your Bliss Pod.
Boom. You can also follow Offended on all the socials at Offended Pod. And this will be on YouTube again. We're the first and only, as of right now, video podcast for the Anything But Credible network. And Katie, do you have a Twitter that you want to throw out there that you never use?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's Naked Ladyy. Naked Ladyy with 2 Y's. But I don't even really know how to use Twatter. Like Twitter Twatter. I don't know.
You just literally just tweet out something that you're thinking.
I think I'm just gonna start tweeting out pictures of boobs of like people's friends or people I meet in bathrooms. Say, can I have a picture of your titties? And
That's
I think
actually
that's
like
gonna
a
be a
golden
thread.
idea.
Yeah, I really think.
Here's your consent
Yeah.
form. Sign it.
I've been thinking
Done.
about it for a while. Like, hey, can I take a picture of your boobie? Like, even just like one boob.
Sure, just one boob.
Yeah, or like let me model like this. You know, I think people would do that drunk in the bathrooms.
Well, now let me ask, because now I have a question here.
Like that's just
So-
a lawsuit.
So there's some
We're
woman
not
in
making any
here
money,
asking if
so-
she could just take pictures of everybody's boobs in here.
Like
Just-
from here down though. So be like,
It's not being rude about it, but it's a little weird for everybody. But here's
do
the
you know what
question I
happens
have.
in girls' bathrooms? Do you know?
Unfortunately, I do. And part of the reason I know is because we had a bar here that would transform every second Friday into a lesbian bar, and every bathroom was a free for all. So, yeah, I'm aware. But here's my question around this, because I don't remember who. I feel like it was Adidas, or maybe I can't remember. Someone recently just posted a giant collage of boobs. Is that what we're looking at? Or are we going to do like one at a time, one post?
Yeah, no,
like for one.
Yeah, like one post at a time. It'd be like titters for twatters or something. You know,
I love it. Yeah.
You know what you could
Titters-
do? You could do that and make it for breast cancer.
Titters for Twitter.
Boom. That's how you get
Twitters.
around it. That's how you get everybody to support it.
You do breast cancer. Yeah. Free screening with every picture.
Every picture,
Yeah, I don't know.
Katie will donate $1 to the breast to not
No,
Susan G. Coleman, but a
no.
different one.
I will
Got 'em.
collect $1 for someone
Got 'em.
in the bathroom and say, "Can I take a picture of your boobs for $1? But you give me the $1 and I'll donate it." That's how we'll do it.
Oh man,
Holy
we were so
shit.
close to not going off the rails this
Yep.
weekend. You know what?
Yep.
That's,
Typical.
I just how we ended is perfect. So I
Yep.
can't even add to that.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
check out the new account Titters for Twitter, coming to you soon. Coming to
Thank
a
you.
Twitter near you.
I can't wait.
Titters for Twitters.
Can't wait. Dan DeVito's excited. So
Maybe I'll do all
He's
male
choosing the whole
Twitters.
time.
All male titters.
Oh my
that,
God.
that
All
would
man
actually be
boobs.
really funny. What are you gonna? What are they
Cancel
gonna do?
me
Can't
now.
do shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cancel me now.
Well, anyway, we went off the rails, but you got to go off the rails at least once. Everything Must Go sucks. And I think that's basically it. You got anything else? Any final words? No? Okay.
Love you, Big Boss Man. The end, I guess.
Fuck Big Boss Man too. All right. Well, anyway, Wrestling Wrap Up episode 2 finished. Now, this time we might see you in a couple weeks, depending on if any other news stories happen within the next week. We'll see. But for Thomas, for KT Naked Ladyy, I'm Tricky. This has been your Wrestling Wrap Up presented by the Anything But Credible Network, Offended, and What's Your Bliss podcast. We will see you guys when we see you. Peace.
Bye, bitches.
All right.